my channel. If you're new here, then I make videos a couple of times a week about books and Harry Potter and fandomy things. Today I am going to be doing a What's in My Bag reader edition. So like, as a reader, what do I keep in my bag? To hell with the reading, if you get what I mean. So I have two bags that I use. I either have a backpack and I alternate between my Slytherin backpack from the Harry Potter Studio Tour and my Peter Pan Cath Kidston backpack. Both are fab. Cath Kidston one, while smaller, is waterproof. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Or my actual like handbag, which is what I'm using at the moment. This bag makes me feel like I've got my life together. It's got very like Peggy Carter vibes. And I stan. This is the bag I'm using at the moment just because I'm not going to uni at the moment because I'm just working on my dissertation. I don't have any lectures or anything. And yeah, so this is the bag. Here are the things I have in my bag to help me when I read. So the first thing that I have, and this isn't sponsored, but it's like a book bestie thingy. It's from Book Besties UK on Etsy. Not spawn, I genuinely just love it. So mine is Peter Pan themed. So it looks like this. And I mean, it's so Disney and I'm just so in love with it. And this actually fits 2 books in. So at the moment I'm reading About a Boy by Nick Hornby, which is the book I'm reading for work because I am teaching a GCSE English literature class, and this is the book that we're doing, and I want to read it first so that I understand and know what's going on. And then I'm also reading Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. So everyone's been telling me to read this, telling me it's absolutely great. So those are the 2 books I'm reading at the moment, and I love that it fits 2 in, and then I can kind of just like alternate between them, and I'm not like, you know, it keeps them compact, it keeps them like as one unit, and keeps them protected if there's anything in my bag. These are great. I'd really highly recommend them actually. I think they're brilliant. You can find them on Etsy, and this one is absolutely fantastic quality. So there we go. And then also I have, this might seem a bit excessive, I do also have my Kindle, and this is not always in my bag. This will be in my bag if I'm going on holiday, if I'm traveling somewhere, or if I've just been on a journey which is a little bit longer than usual. So I just went to Liverpool for a couple of days and this was in my bag because I thought, I have a book, what if I finish them? Then I have my Kindle and I can read what's on that. This, like I said, this isn't always in my bag, but it was left in my bag from what literally I just got back, so it was left in there. So just sometimes my Kindle is in my bag if I'm going on a further distance journey, and then there's more books on it in a more compact format. I have the older Kindle. It's one that you can also use as a tablet, but it is not the most recent one that came out. I got mine in 2013, so it is quite an older one now, but I still love it and it's great. Then in my bag I have headphones, like in case I want to listen to any audiobook on my phone or on my Kindle, just, you know, give myself more options if I'm walking somewhere, or again if I'm like driving somewhere, audiobook. Headphones, audiobooks, great. Okay, so then I have this little thing, and this is a pouch, obviously, and in this pouch is my like, reusable straws and the cleaner for those straws and some other stuff. But in here I also keep some little bits and bobs. I keep bookmarks, so I just have a Totoro bookmark, one that was made for me by a friend, and this one. I lose bookmarks all the time. They fall out of my book. I like put them places and I lose them. And I don't like you losing them. I really try hard to look after my bookmarks because they are quite sort of sentimental, but I have lost them in the past. It makes me sad. So I always do have spare ones on me just in case. And then I also have this, and this may seem really excessive, but like I said, I travel a lot of places, and I either we'll be driving, or I'll go on a bus, or I'll go on a train, or even a plane. And I got this little guy. This little guy goes in your book, and you turn him on, and he has lights in his eye, and you can read the page. Now obviously be careful with this if you're driving, if you're in the passenger seat. The light can be very distracting in a car. I'm very careful when I use this. It's mostly when I'm on a train or on a bus and I'm at the back of the bus away from the driver. The driver's not going to see the light, it's not going to distract anyone else, but it's really useful, especially because a lot of buses, if I'm getting them late at night and it's dark and people are wanting to sleep, if I'm travelling to a different city or a different country on a bus, you know, and people want to sleep, I don't sleep well on transport, so this is good for me because I can sort of stay and read, but the light isn't overhead and it's not really distracting anyone. I always try and sit on my own away from people and I have my little light buddy. The little book buddy guy, he is from Waterstones, and I found him really, really useful. And then I have these in my bag. I tried to touch that then to make it focus. That doesn't work. That's not how it works. This isn't touchable. So these are from Tiger. They are £1 and they're like those dividers that you put in folders that you can write on the edge, but they're sticky notes. Freaking brilliant! I do love me some very good useful stationery. So these I actually have been using in books for reviews, and then I can say like character, plot, writing, all the stuff that I would look at when reviewing something, and they've been so good. And because they are like sticky notes, they peel out really nicely, but I can like write little notes on them as well, which is so good. And then they stick out the book, and then it's like, this is for this page, this is for this page, and I can find it easily, but it's still a sticky note where I can write more things, which is brilliant, and I love it. And these have been very useful when writing reviews recently. Finally, I have some highlighters, and these I do not use often. I don't really like highlighting in books, but for example, About a Boy, that is going to be defaced because I'm looking at themes, I'm looking at tone, I'm looking at structure, and I'm basically looking at all the things I'll be mentioning when I teach my students the book and what we're going to look at in the book. So these have been very useful for that. These are the Kirich Zebra water-based markers, and they're actually glittery because why not? And these have been great, and it's just if you have a book that you're going to be reviewing or a book that you need to kind of make notes in and stuff, I always find highlighters are really useful. And I always have some kind of pen or something lying around. Usually when I go to work I have my whole pencil case, so I have a Marvel pencil case, and I usually will just have stuff in this that I'll use to write in books or make notes on my sticky notes. So there's always some kind of pen in my bag, whether it be this whole stationery kit or not, but that's not usually like for my book specifically, that's for work. And then the rest of the stuff in here is just like little bits and bobs, so like my wallet and my keys and my inhalers and like a toiletry bag and stuff. I don't know, I thought it might be quite cool to see if anyone else has that, if they have little things in their bags which helps them with reading. I'm very organised as a person, and I quite like having like this little thing lives in this pocket and this little thing lives in this pouch and this will be really useful for this. So I'm quite fussy, and I wonder if it is just me or if anyone else does do this and this is something that other people think actually yeah, like that's quite, like I do the same thing or I have similar things and stuff. The book buddy I would really, really recommend, and like the little light guy, I think he is great. I'd love to know if any of you do anything similar to this. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, then you can subscribe if you want to stick around, and all my social medias are linked down below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing really, 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 really well, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!